News Talk 1450
All right, folks. How much time we have? Hey there. Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
I wish I was called Michaela. There's like
30 seconds.
30 seconds before live.
We're not hitting the road until you buckle up, honey.
Oh yeah, seatbelt. I forget sometimes because my brain is like busy, you know? I wonder if there's pizza at school today.
Sometimes it can be tough to get through to your kids, but it's not impossible. Always make sure they're wearing their seatbelts. Drives. Remember, you have the keys. Administration Council. Visit
safetycar.gov/kids. 5, 4, 3, 2.
The views and opinions of the following show do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of News Talk 1450 WOL, Radio 1 Incorporated, or their management.
I'd like to welcome you to another Marketing Pulpit Radio Show. We are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good marketing gospel. We're not saving souls, we're saving businesses, saving jobs, saving our community. Now, if you have a business or think about going into business, you're on the right show. Because let me tell you something, folks. We are at a crossroads in our community. This show started back in 2010 when the country was in an economic morass. We had high record unemployment. Matter of fact, the economy was in the worst condition it had been in since the Great Depression. And we started this show with a mission of rectifying that situation, or at least putting a dent in it. If we're going to make any type of economic progress in our community, we have to own our own businesses.
That's right.
So we started this show back in 2010, and what happened in 2010 is going to happen again. It's going to happen again. So don't be like Charlie Brown in that football. What a
Yeah, keep moving the football every time you try to make the kick.
It's going to happen again because you have these fools in Congress who are pawns for the rich. They are simply lackeys. They're not representing the people. So when that next economic crash happens, are you going to be ready?
That's right.
Are you going to be ready? Or are you just going to sit around and wait for it to happen again and again and again? Don't be Charlie Brown.
What they say, you have to be proactive, not reactive.
That's right. So welcome to the show. Have William Maxwell in the booth.
That's right.
Good morning, William.
Good morning, people.
So folks, let's not fall for this okie doke time and time again. So what we're trying to do here on the Marketing Pulpit Radio Show is to build strong businesses in our community so that we can put people to work. I am Robert Gatewood, your host, and we are on a mission of building strong businesses and putting people to work. Now, I'm going to ask you something else this morning. Now, some of you guys out here, some of you ladies have a great job, bringing down to 6 figures, 6.5 figures. Some of you all have even popped into the next level. But let me ask you this. Is it good enough just to get a big fat paycheck? What are you doing for the next generation?
That's right. And the other question is, too, Robert,
What you got?
if they're making the large money, is that money going back into their community?
Amen.
Because at the end of the day, if you look in your community and all of the retail stores, all of the service-based businesses have owners that don't look like you, that's kind of a problem.
Well, William, look at this. We have all of these so-called people who have succeeded. We have the athletes. We have the entertainers.
Right.
And then we have another level, which is not as visible, and that's the successful entrepreneurs, people who come up with an invention, an app, started a company that took off. Now, some of these folks are doing it, but everybody has an opportunity to contribute to our economic empowerment. So what we're trying to do, let me give you a little statistic. In the African American community, the average business employs about 0.67 employees. Now you say to yourself, how in the heck can you employ 0.67 employees?
Right.
That means the owner himself is not even full time.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true because in a lot of cases, Robert, I've called people who've given me their cards, and during business hours, you can't reach them. It's always an answering machine or a voice message that's full. And, you're just trying to figure out, are these people actually in business, or is this like a little side thing for them, or what is the case?
So William, what I did with when I started the show, I had a mission of, if we're going to put a dent in this economic hole we find ourselves in, at the very minimum, if we can get every business to be able to hire at least one person, that means get the owner to a level where he can hire himself full time,
right,
and hire at least one other person, even on a part-time basis, we could eliminate unemployment in our community overnight. And therein lies the mission of this show. We are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good marketing gospel. We're on Radio 1, and the number here is 1-800-450-7876. 1-800-450-7876. We have an exciting show today. I was out at Prince George's Community College last night doing a course on networking works.
Right.
And we're going to extend that today because networking is so important and such a pivotal part of your business success, because a lot of people, they think the best way to build a business is to just go out and keep getting customers and customers and customers. Now, that's great, but that's only one stakeholder out of 4 important stakeholders. And by networking, you get a chance to go out and engage and attract all the other stakeholders that are important in the development of a business.
That's right, and I have a great networking story, Robert.
Give us your story. The number here is 1-800-450-7876. 1-800-450-7876. This is the Marketing Pulpit, and you can also get us on marketingpulpit.com. You can get the full show on marketingpulpit.com. There's a button on the right there. You can click on that and hear us online. You can also go to WLDCnews.com and listen to the Marketing Pulpit every Friday at 10:30 a.m. right here on Radio 1. William, what's your networking story?
Well, my networking story goes back quite a few years. You'll probably remember part of this.
Networking?
Back when I was doing an event that was called the Black Entrepreneur Business Expo back in the old days.
We were wearing caveman suits?
Yeah, we were doing bell bottoms and all that back then. But when I was doing that event, it was basically a good opportunity to gather stakeholders under one roof.
Let me jump in here for a minute, William. Let me remind people what stakeholders are. Now, in every business, there are 4 vital stakeholders that you must attract in order to succeed as a business. Mm-hmm. Most of us are familiar with the first one, which is customers and clients.
Right.
Now, if you stop there, you're missing out on a very important other 3, which you have to have a good stream of in order to be successful. The second one is your vendors and suppliers.
Definitely.
If you don't have a steady flow of vendors and reliable suppliers, you're going to have problems.
Big problems.
The other one is employees and contractors. If you're trying to do it all by yourself, once again, you're going to have problems. When you start to grow, you need employees, you need contractors.
That's right.
And the fourth one, which is really this is where networking really comes in. That's getting those partners, investors, and funders, which you will not find by traditional advertising.
That's right.
The only way you're going to get these people is by pressing the flesh, getting out here, letting people get to know you, find out how good you are, how savvy you are, that you got your ducks in a row. And that is, once again, William, when you said stakeholders,
right,
to me, and that's the point I made last night in this class, partners, investors, and funders are going to be a pivotal part of your business growth. And if you're going to get on that trajectory to the next level, you better have that in part of your marketing strategy.
Yes, because it's part of, building those relationships that if you are playing your cards properly, these could be long-term relationships, Robert.
We have a caller on the phone. John, welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Radio Show. John.
Hello.
Hello.
John, welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Radio Show. What's on your mind this morning?
Good morning. How you doing?
Good.
Well, looking at business for the Afro and African American community, we need a simple, I should say, a measure to take place.
Okay.
And it can be complicated to some. Our business community has to be rebuilt.
Okay, man, you talking.
Simply because.
John, you're getting deep on us. Go ahead.
Simply because we do not have resources.
Oh.
We were deprived resources. We were deprived loans and money and family lineage of passing something on that has substance or as one would say, assets. We have to install reparations with restitution for our black businesses to grow.
Hey, John, I want you to do this. We're going to come up on a break.
I want to hold you over.
I want to hear the rest of your suggestions, so hang on, okay? All right, folks, we have John on the phone. This is the Marketing Pulpit Radio Show. We are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to finish up with John and get into our sermon for today. Networking works. Marketing Pulpit, Robert Gatewood will be right back after the break.